Hello and welcome to Thrifty Thursday. This Thrifty Thursday is all about my UK products that I bought. Some are new and some are old. Some are from family, and I shall get underway. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, I had a wonderful time in the UK. It was fabulous. I saw Sally and her wonderful family and her dog Maggie, and just lovely. I didn't want to leave. It was lovely. I could have just lived there around the corner, and done all the lovely stuff together. But then I had to leave and go to my auntie's house, and that was lovely as well. So I didn't want to leave there either. So I really do love the UK. It's part of my life. It's part of my heritage actually. And it just feels like my second home. So what did we do? Well, we went to some antique shops. We went to we went to op shops. You call them thrift shops in the US, charity shops, and then we went to car boot sales. So some are from car boot sales, some are from op shops, etc. But I'm not going to tell you exactly where they all are because we'll be here forever and a day. So first of all, I want to show you what's on this table here in front of me, and then I will show you all the other stuff that I bought, and some have already been sent to Sally's house before I got there. So those items are new and some from the Etsy shops that I get from the UK. So what do we have here on this table? We have brooches, we have cigarette cards, a lovely box that was a vintage box that's from Sally's workshop that she had for sale, buttons, some dingle-dangle trims, a needle book, pin cushion, some trinkets from my from Nanny, my husband's Nana or Nanny, and there we have it. So I'm standing up at the moment, so it might be a little bit difficult. If I feel like I want to sit down, I'll do that. So these were from a charity shop in where Sally lives, and so this was in a big container, and I didn't want the whole buttons, and I just said to the fellow, oh, can I just grab the buttons that were here? And so that's what we did. I just grabbed these buttons that were on the strings because I sort of like the green, the red and the blue. So there were those. I don't know how much they were now. I can't remember. So they were nice, nice green buttons there. And also in that tin was these little, well actually they're not little, they're quite big buttons. And there are Christine from Create and Craft with Christine has done a project where you can do something with these type of buttons. Obviously this button is a shank button and it's a large button, so that will come into a handy project. These are brooches that were got from down the road from Sally's. There was a lovely big antique shop, and so it was like having all your Christmases all at once. But I can't remember. I know this had come from there. So it's a Krillin lady with a little bell. So she's quite sweet, and I did buy one ages ago, but then the lady couldn't find it, so I had to get my money back. So that was nice. What else was there? Oh no, that's from a different shop. I think it was these two. I think it was these two buttons from the antique place. Not buttons, they're brooches, so they're quite nice. The rest of these brooches came from car boot sales. This came from Ab Fab shop across the road, where Sally has her little shop inside, but actually no, I beg your pardon, it came from the retro shop across the road, where upstairs Sally had her workshop and downstairs was a whole big shop full of lovely stuff. So this bracelet came from that. So I really quite like that. I might just pinch all them undone, and you've got 5 individual pieces. And I think this came from there as well. This little broochy thing, necklace thing. So I thought that was quite nice. Nothing on the back, but I could glue a pin to be a brooch. Pinnable brooch. One of these came from the antique shop down the road as well, from Sally's house. I have a feeling it was this one, but I can't remember. But they're this lovely. I know, actually it was this one here. It was this one, because I remember the lady saying what this was on the back. And this came from just somewhere. Antique, second-hand shop. So as you can see, I've got these other brooches here, and the same. Some came from car boot sales with these little tags, and some came from shop. These cigarette cards, I found quite a few of these. I have a bit of a collection now, so I don't need any more, but some of them are, as you can see there, butterflies, some older ladies back in the day, some animals. I'm not really too thrilled about the animal ones. These ones are all flowers, and it tells you on the back what they are. Oops. California poppy. And so they're quite nice. Some of them aren't printed on the back, like that one got a bit stuck, but that's okay. And these ones here as well, and some of them came from car boot sales. So I'll be using these in journals. There's a card. Oh, that's what I was showing my husband. I'm not interested in the flag ones. Something to do with space. Oh, and there's a ship. I think they come from America, to be honest. Oh, there's a badger. My daughter loves a badger. So that's those. This came from... I must have got a ticket for something. This came from... Gosh, Sally, I can't remember. This came from the shop down from Sally's. And so it's quite old. Sorry, whoopsie daisy. There we go. That's it there. Was not paying attention. A little bit tired today, I only got in like yesterday morning. Wednesday yesterday. So this is a little baby needlebook. And I think I might have an upcoming project for this. So it's been worn. And so that's all nice and velvet on the back, and it's been blanket stitched down. This came from there as well. Oh no, this came from car boot sale, that's right. So that was only a few pounds, but I quite like it. You can turn this into a pin cushion. So that's what I think I'll be doing with that. And that can go with the other collection that I bought with these. Obviously this is much bigger, and that's the other one. I've showed you that on my other video last time. Oh, some more of them cards. These are the flowers, nice little flowers. I think that's a hollyhock back there. Foxglove, that is. So this came from Sally's shop. The workshop was wonderful. I had a lovely time. I met such wonderful ladies. Hi, Ross, and there was Beck and Karen, who I know who she is now. And there was a mum and a daughter, and the daughter's name was Rachel, but sorry, I can't remember the mum's name, but they were lovely too. and then there was another lady, and she was a new lady, but all the other people that were at the workshop had been there before. So this is a beautiful little vintage sewing box, and this is for one of my friends, and she knows who she is, so she'll be looking forward to receiving this in the next couple of weeks. And obviously there's lovely Sally's shop. I bought this from the shop down the road where Sally lives, and this goes with these sort of collections. I don't know what it's made of, ceramic or something, but you get a handbag, and then you sort of get a shoe. Obviously these don't go together, but this is the example that this is what this is. So I thought, I like that, I'll just get it. Good paperweight. This came from Chester in the on the corner there by the bus station, and I don't think that's the train station. No, it's just the bus station. And this was some trim that I bought because I liked it. So I bought a metre of each, and then I cut it off to give some to my two little beautiful girls, Hannah and Emily. So they were really excited that I let them have some of that. This here is from my husband's Nana, who is passed away now. Not obviously, but she is passed away. She'd been she'd be like 101 or something like that if she was alive today. And this apparently is a pin cushion that she made. I don't know if you can see that. The light's not very good there, is it? I'll just touch there, maybe that's a bit better now. Yeah, so isn't this beautiful? It's all made of velvet, just stitched down with some stuffing inside. Don't know what it is. And beautiful. I'll bring that up. You can get that into view. There we go. It's really pretty. And this was hers. She couldn't see in her later years, so somehow she was able to get one of these, and these are the needle, what do you call it, threader. So I said I'd have that. And then these were just little trinkets in her sewing box. I was trying to mend some pants for Auntie Anne, and she looked through the box and she said I could have some of these little treasures. 3 sets of little thimbles. One might have been hers. This one here, this is what her thimble was. And then you have these other little thimbles there, and that one there. And I don't remember them. Oh, maybe there was 4. There we go. So they're going to go up in my, what do you call it? I've got a little box of curiosities. So that's going to go up there. I did some just little buttony press stud things. These were Auntie Anne's when she was a young child. She had these as her buckles for her belt. So she let me have these. This was just a dingle-dangle thing. Looks like one of those big balls that you get when you go dancing and they spread the light around. And I can't remember, to be honest, what she said this was. But it's old. I might just shine it up a little bit, and you could put little things in there. You could put beads in there. You could put needles in there. Or I just leave it on the shelf for nothing. All right, so move that out the way. And what I'm going to show you next is the other special items that was from My husband's nanny, I should say, she did crocheting when she was a lot younger, in her younger years, for herself and for the family. Now I'm pretty sure these were hers. I can't remember where this one came from, but I took a photo of it. I'm pretty sure this is it as well. And these two doilies, that one and this one. Some items got a bit mixed up in my suitcase because it was full. I was 1 kilo under what I was supposed to be. So I'll get rid of these. And there was this here. I don't know if she made it, but she just had it anyway. So they need a good wash. She'll put them down on the floor so I can give them a good wash. She didn't make this, but she did have it. And so I said I would have it. So I might be able to do some painting on them. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. So it's just about one big long tray cloth. She made these. This is quite heavy. Nice little blue one, but needs a good wash. And this one here. I think there's a little bit of colour in that. Let me see. So yeah, everything needs a lovely good wash and a soak. It's that one there. I don't know what this is, but it was quite nice. And she made these as well. But it's the same on all four. So this is a bit dirty, so it's definitely going to go in the wash. A couple of little ones, little baby ones. So these have been passed down to me. And there's this lovely one that she did. Nanny made a beautiful design on that. I think she might have created that herself. And there's some other little doilies. They're very stiff. There's this one here. I think this one she bought, this one. That one too. She did these ones here. It's been cut out with a trim, just been sewn on around the edge. Now this is a big one, so I'm going to have to try and do it, but I might insert a photo because I have a photo of it, but it is embroidered. I might have to bring you up, see if I can bring you up. Now, let me see, it is Australia. It's the outline of Australia. You've got Queensland up here, the Northern Territory there. Oh, I better move my cover. And on here you've got Western Australia, all the way down to the bottom, with some penguins and a ship. Here you've got South Australia with the sheep. Let's get rid of that under there for now. And over here you've got New South Wales with, I think this is the waratah, a koala, platypus, sheep, maybe silos or something. And then over here you've got Queensland. So she did that, and so I inherited this. And she did that, I think, back in the 1970s. So it's been in the family for a long time. And now that Nanny's passed, it's come on to me. All right. next is some bits and pieces that this first piece came from where I was staying up at Auntie's house. And if you're in the UK, this gentleman, well, he is a gentleman. Well, this is his business. Licensed waste carriers, and he collects. He goes to houses and he takes all the empty he empties the house out if it was a deceased house, or maybe it was a rental and that let it run it down. So he goes in and cleans up all the furniture and all that. And well, I happened to be looking around, and there was a little bit of this came off a bed. I can probably bring you back down a little bit now. Right, there we go. This came off a bed, so I just snaffed a little bit of fabric, and then this piece here is upholstery furniture, upholstery fabric from a lovely old antique chair. So the chair was no good, so I just cut the fabric and I washed it and I brought it home. Got some little bit of trim, and that's a bit lighter there. That's the condition of the chair. And then this obviously didn't have any daylight, and it wasn't sat on or exposed to the elements of the outside of the chair. This was obviously tucked under, and so that there's a bit worn. So I decided to bring this home. Just cut up the pieces and washed it. I'm not going to keep this, but you can see how yucky that is there. So I'm just going to cut round that and use the edging. But I think this piece here was the back, I think. Yeah, so you can tell it's just a little bit lighter than what this one is, but it's still quite nice. So we'll see what happens with all that. If it doesn't work out, I haven't lost anything. Now these are from car boot sales or thrift shops, and I know this one's from car boot sales. These hankies. Some of these are just embroidered with a machine, but they're still quite nice for little projects for needle books and stuff like that. So I won't be keeping them all. I might just make up some packs and put them in. Oh, there goes another one. This was a tablecloth. It is cross stitch. I had to think what it was. So that's the cross stitch one. And that's just basically on all four sides. That bit there's the same for all the other sides. So that was lovely. I don't know how much they are because they didn't come with prices. And I can't remember because it's obviously a few weeks ago. This was in a little box at a car boot sale. So I thought it was very pretty. It's very thin, and I think it's lovely tatting. Some more little hankies. You've probably seen this one here. Sally and I bought it, and I went halves with Sally with the other half. So she's got the other half at her house. All this needs washing, so I'm going to have some lovely washing to do. This is a tablecloth, and that is the corner with the rest on the other side. There we go, see? So I've got to sort all my tablecloths out that are like that. Lovely little tray cloth. This one is too, but this one's got stains on it. This one came in a picture frame, so I just got rid of the picture frame at the car boot sale, and you can see it needs a good wash. But I thought, oh, that was £2, I think that was. This was lovely. Oh, here we go. This was £2.50, this tablecloth. And so this is quite large. And it has these beautiful, reminds me of eucalyptus leaves on it. I think this was out of a car boot sale box. That's the same as that. That came out of a box as well. This came out of the same box. And these are bloomers. They're obviously they're not my size. And there's the little things at the bottom, and you just got your waist at the top. So I'm going to possibly unpick it, and then I've got a project in mind for this. I didn't actually want this particular one, but the lady I don't know, she must have accidentally picked it up. It's not my kind of print, but I do like there's supposed to be something in that. So that's been unpicked, so I could always fill that back in. Oh, this was the pillowcase that was included in that box. I think I bumped the camera, sorry. Oh, I'm just trying to, whoa, look at that. I was just trying to adjust the light for you, and I just went a little bit too far. Maybe that's still a bit too bright. There we go. That's better. All right. There was this one here. This has been damaged and got rust stains on it, but it'll be good for something, I'm sure. I might even dye it. I thought this was really pretty. I can't remember where this one came from, but that is on all four sides. I think that came from the car boot sale as well. But the one we went to, it was about 40 minutes away, and it was huge. There were so many people there. Right, the next thing is, this is just a sheet that I bought from one of the vintage shops. Single sheet for £3. So I thought that was nice. And then this is a Laura Ashley fabric. I don't know where the name of it is. Must be there because they put it on there. So I thought this was quite nice. What else? Now, when we were at the workshop, this lovely lady called Ross, she couldn't make it on the Saturday, and she came and saw us on the Friday. Now, you would have seen this on Sally's page, but if if you're new to me or you haven't gone over and seen Sally's, this is what she gave us. She gave us a box of Scottish shortbread, a mixture of that, so that I've had to open up that because I wanted to try and keep my weight down in my box. And so she gave us a gift, and obviously we gave her a gift as well. So you've got a hanky and lovely pansies, a beautiful little tray cloth with embroidery on it. I think that's back to front actually. Oh no, that's the right way. So that was nice. That's just machine done, but that's beautiful. Another big doily. Clover on that side as well. I still don't know if the light's fine on my video camera. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go, a bit darker now. I'll just brighten it back up again. It's a bit dark in my room. I don't know why I'm talking quietly. It's probably because of my croaky voice. And then we have just a few little... I can't remember if this was in it, but I'm pretty sure it was. But this definitely was in it, and I thought that's lovely. And then this one here, still the same lovely clover embroidered. And then I'm pretty sure, then I've just bumped the camera. I'm pretty sure this was in it as well, because this was wrapped up. I don't remember buying this from the thrift shop, but I thought that was lovely. It's quite fine, actually. So I'll package. Oh, there I go again. Move the whole thing this time. I moved it accidentally because the cord for the power supply for the iPad is just sitting to the right of me. I went to a morning tea and I won a raffle, and this is not anything to do with stitching, but I won a raffle and I won this. So I was really happy. So yet again, I put the packaging in the bin and just brought this home. So I was quite happy about that. Next is shop. I can't remember where they all came from, but I do remember some of them. I think maybe they come from the Dollhouse Vintage, and I think this came from them. So they were just cut up quilty things here, and some Suffolk puffs. And the other one was, I've got the other one was this one here. Like I said, I've mixed it all up a little bit. But I shall put that in the description below where I got my items from. This is quite old. Look at that. See how threadbare that is. You can see right through it. Just a bit of strip of material, but it is old. Maybe it was from a quilt of some sort. It looks a bit Liberty, that. And then just some more of these. I've got actually quite a bit now, so I might make up some kits with these. I don't know whether that came, where that little buttony thing came from, but it came from somewhere. So all this is a bit of a mixture. I'll link the website below, and then you can go and have a look for yourself. Bit of ticking. I don't know if that's old. I mean, yes, it is old, but I don't know if it's actually off a mattress is what I meant. It's got a bit of staining there, and it's got some purple print on that. I could always dye that. Some beautiful, lovely pink fabric. Bits of old fabric there. Trim. This is an unusual colour. And then we have some fabric from a quilt, which is, you can see in here, they used a type of polyester webbing, but it's batting, but it's very, very fine. So obviously it's been used because it's got some lovely holes there. So I'd probably just cut that in half like that. And then I have 2 strips for some sort of book of some sort. This next one is new fabric. I gave Sally some of the pieces. I was able to get these pair of scissors, which I love. I can't get them here in Australia. They're very hard to get. This was Liberty fabric. The scissors came from this shop here with this fabric, and I don't seem to have the card anymore, so I'm not too sure. But I'll link it all below when I obviously finished filming. I got this fabric sent to Sally's, and it's like, you know, little bits of treasury fabric. Yeah, I don't know what to call it, to be honest. And there's no selvage name on it. So what you can do is, I'll keep it still. If you want to know where to get it, take a snapshot of that and then Google it with your images and you'll be able to find it. It was a place in the UK. This one here is a Liberty there, and I thought that was pretty, so I got that sent to Sally's. Right, next is just some ribbon I bought at the car boot sale, and then that was some trim stuff that came around the parcels. Oh, this was a gift with one of the, when I got one of the brooches, so I kept the oh, what's it called, felt, just some trim. I think, I'm not quite sure where that came from. In the last days when I was staying at my auntie's, I saw that Sally had this beautiful fabric, it's French fabric, and I decided to get some quickly before I left the country, and it came the day before I was leaving, so I was very happy about that. It is lovely and thick. It's not a thin cotton, it's thick, durable linen type fabric. I bought, this was sent to me from, I don't know if I've got the card now. I put the card, I know, Francis or something. Oh, here it is. This is where I got this from. Toile, I think this is called. I can't remember now. So there's quite a few bits and pieces there. And this massive big French thick linen. I think there's about 2 meters of that. Oh, my cord's getting in the way. Go over there, cord. What else is there? Oh, these were some buttons. Now, Sally's mentioned this lady in the UK before, and she's a vintage seller. There was this here. And for the life of me, I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But I got this sent to Sally's. Obviously, those buttons belong there. She has lots and lots of buttons. And that was, she had this as well. And obviously, these are laundry labels. So that was from her. I don't know if there was anything else. I can't remember. This was an eBay, an Etsy seller, I beg your pardon. So lovely little trims and bits of fabric there. That's pretty. That was nice. That one. There's 3 ones, but I think I put one one in one bag. I know there was 3 bags. Oh, here we go. It's from here. This is the lady. And if you go on her site, that's her fabric bundles. This is really pretty there. There was, like I said, another one, but I think I've mixed it up with that one there. Now this is from the Dollhouse Vintage. Yes, it's the LulworthBlue. Oh, there was a lovely little cigarette thing there. Oh, there we are. I know that's Rachel and Bella. That's for that there. This is not Rachel and Bella. This is the Dollhouse Vintage. The Dollhouse Vintage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes you can't remember. You get so much. Well, you get things sent, and then sometimes you get confused with the there. That other one was from her that had the same as that. You get things sent to you, and then everything gets mixed up because, you know, you're trying to put it all in your bag neatly. There's more of that. That's from her. I think all this here was a big parcel of lots of bits and pieces from her shop. Rach and Bella, I think this is what I got from her. It's quite nice. And she says junk journaling and stitching as well. So go on her website and have a look. She's got a YouTube channel there. Bella Craft Studio, Etsy, Facebook and Instagram. And she does that with her mum. This is something, but I don't know where it's come from, but that's quite pretty. There's the other half of that gone, but that's fine. And just some more of these that came from Dollhouse Vintage Blue, Dollhouse Vintage. Yeah, the Dollhouse Vintage. LulworthBlue. I think that's what her name is on Instagram, and then Dollhouse Vintage is on Etsy. Now the next lot is stuff I've got from Sally. This is the stuff that I got from Sally. You would have, if you were on her page, you would have seen that I bought her this Threads of Feelings, and Rachel from Roxy Journal of Stitchery was showing this lovely book, and it's about the mums back then. They weren't allowed to kick their children, they had to give them up, and they cut the linen off their dresses and left it with the child. You can still get this book from the UK. There's still a fair bit of books. There's still a fair few, I think, at the website there, and it was £15, and it's from the Foundering website there. Sally's daughters gave me a beautiful little going away present and some beautiful trims there. So I thought that was very, very thoughtful of them. I won't undo the strip because it'll just all come undone. But I thought that was very thoughtful of them, and I appreciate that very much. A bit of velvet Sally gave me from her stash, which is beautiful. Reminds me of that little velvet needle book. I got some Suffolk puffs, and if you're interested in these Suffolk puffs, Sally had them over there on her Instagram page for sale. She'll just put them up when she's ready to do so. And she also had a piece of cutting quilt up on her website for sale, so head on over if you're only in the UK, or if you're like me, you have family, buy it and then send it to your family and then pick it up when you're over there next. And then she just gave me a few other odds and sods, bits and pieces as well. When I was at my auntie's house, I bought this lovely, I don't know, it's called decoupage. They make, oh, I know what that's from. They made these back in the 60s or something. You cut them out, you bind them together with cardboard, and you do plastic, and then you crochet them. So I found it on the eBay, and it came to me in the mail. So that was good, just in time. I went to a op shop and I bought this lovely book. I'll just have to bring you up slightly. I bought the King's English Dictionary. Oh, that's just some sort of letter thing being typed up. Nothing to do with the dictionary, so I don't actually know what it is. So this is a lovely King's Dictionary. I plan to use for my junk journaling and possibly make up some kits, so there's quite a lot of stuff in there. Sorry about that, I had an interruption. So I was showing you this big dictionary book. So obviously there's lots of pages in there for junk journaling and maybe some, I can't think what it's called, some pages that I can make up to send out for journal part things. So the next part is some more stuff. When I was at that giveaway for the makeup, the prize, I was able to collect all of these little numbers for tickets. So my number was on this one here, 280 my number was, so that was the winning ticket. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to use these, but I thought, well, I'll just take them home and see what I do with them. So the rest for that is, now the rest I got sent as well. So this came from a seller on eBay, not eBay, I beg your pardon, Etsy. So that was just some stuff. My nanny had some doilies that they were there, so I thought I'll just get those, bring them home. I might be able to do something with them. Now these are some papers. I don't know if they all come from the same seller. Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just can't remember. I know Sally gave me some things, but I'm not sure if it was this or she gave me a book. I think she did. I just can't remember now. So there's those. If you're interested in junk journaling, this will be the sort of thing that this is. Sally was able to give me some of these beautiful strips. I think she's used these in something of hers. Oh, that's right. She gave me this lovely vintage type furniture book. Oops, sorry. I did it again. That's the silly cord. Let me try and move that out the way. And I did it again. So sorry. So that was it there. Look at that. So that was that. I don't know if I think this might have come from Rach and Bella. It looks like theirs. I was able to pick up two little books at the church I went to at the weekend. My daughters loved The Wind and the Willows, and I thought this was a really cute little book. Might be able to use those pages. They're only like 50 pence. And I bought this one here. Two the same. They come in like a volume. So this is number 4 and that's number 7. So I'm going to give one to my friend Michelle. And then I got these sent. Some lovely old papers. Obviously, I cannot read a single word it says because it's in French. So that was very nice. And I got sent this Needlewoman book, 1936. So that was lovely to look at. Oh, that was the Foundling Museum. That's where that new book came from. That's not it. I received this. Etsy. And I think this is from Rachel on roxycreations. Some papers in here, and she said there's some rice paper, not rice paper, some other type of paper that I'm not sure what it is. That's her card. Now what else? Well, that's all from England, and I think this is a bit of a long video, so I want to thank you very much. I have other stuff to show you, but I'll do that in another for another week because this video is quite long. So I want to thank you very much for watching this long video, and I hope you've enjoyed my things that I've got from the UK, and I had a wonderful time. I really did. Sally and her family are just beautiful, and obviously I loved spending a lot of time with my husband's auntie and her family, and we just had a lovely time while I was there. And yes, part of me wanted to come home, but the other part of me wanted to stay in the UK. So thank you very much for watching, and if you liked the video, just give me a thumbs up so I know that you appreciate what I do. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.